A blessed day to all of you, dear friends, and also those fellow worshipers in other parts of the world joining us through this live stream. In the 80s, I think, when we were seminarians, appeared a book, spiritual book by a known spiritual writer, Henry Nouwen, with the title, The Wounded Healer. It was part of our spiritual readings then as seminarians. And one of the main affirmations or theses of the book is that every person who assumes a service or a mission in the midst of the Christian people will not be able to do so with authenticity and total generosity if not based on a sincere recognition of their own limitations and sins, which places them in communion with their brothers and sisters and open themselves to the healing experience of God's love. This experience is a new calling that prepares for the mission of transmitting that same love to one's brothers and sisters. In other words, we realize that a true mission does not start from a point of view of being sinless or being nakakaangat to the rest, but rather to realize that we all share the same woundedness, and it is only from that point of view that we can have compassion also to those who are undergoing the same journey in life. And this is a very important lesson especially for those of us who are into a certain mission in the church, to realize that we are all in the same boat, struggling, journeying towards salvation, healing. In today's gospel, we see the risen Lord approaching Peter, whom he had already entrusted with the mission of confirming his brothers and sisters in the faith. But this time he makes a new call. It would seem that it was not necessary for Jesus to entrust the mission to Peter again. But Jesus does see it fit to do so. Jesus knows that the hard and bitter experience of denial has wounded Peter's heart and conscience, and perhaps guilt, the feeling of unworthiness or the fear of not being able to overcome this fragility can leave this apostle discouraged without allowing him to live the mission with joy and generosity. For this reason, Jesus asked him 3 times about his love. That is, he reminds him with care, as if trying to heal Peter, that love is the only thing that can cure, that can heal the infidelity of denials, and that love is the only thing that enables him to take on a mission on his behalf. The same thing can happen also to each one of us. How many times we carry out our life's mission entrusted to us, burdened with our guilt, with our mistakes, our skepticism about our abilities and fear of not being able to overcome our weaknesses. This negative force can throw us, can plunge us into a routine compliance of our tasks and mission, in bitterness of the prostrated also, or in the superficiality of the foolish. Jesus does not like this to happen to us. That is why He looks for us like Peter and calls us again, asking us as many times as necessary about our love, because He knows that only when we can truly are in touch with that mysterious force within us, that we can be completely sincere to recognize our errors and to receive His love that can convert us and bring us, impel us to a new, renewed force for the mission. The gospel text ends with a very crisp "Follow me" of Jesus, that is new and firm. It is a call to which Peter responds from his simplicity, a simplicity of someone who knows himself weak, but from the security also of the love of the Lord. That is why Peter became a good shepherd who gave his life on the cross for the sheep of his master. As we come face to face with the Lord, with the burdens of our own conscience and weaknesses, the Lord repeats His call for all of us. But we start from our humble recognition of our sinfulness and weaknesses, in order that He can love us, that He can heal us with His love. Amen.